To release the laughter sequence, it is most natural to release all of the controls at the same time. It should be like this. If I get embarrassed, first use the body lean, then the arm twist and right arm raise together, next the head right button, and last the head up. The sequence looks like this. Releasing the embarrassment response happens best if you release all of the controls at once. When I get embarrassed, it looks like this. Oh dear! These sequences are only a few of the ways that I can react. As you use the control panel, you should break down my actions into the sequence in which the basic functions are used. If you will develop the proper sequence for an action and practice the sequence until it comes to you naturally, you will be able to combine different actions to give me the illusion of reality. How about that, guys? Is that a take? We're still rolling. Oh dear. After you have created the illusion of reality through my movements, it is important to develop a speech pattern which coordinates with my mouth movements. My mouth moves with long and short openings, like this. These openings correspond to long and short syllables in words. If you practice with either the mouth button or the foot pedal, you will be able to make my mouth move in time with what I am saying. After reviewing the audio tape to establish my personality and voice quality, you can develop a normal-looking and sounding speech pattern if you practice my voice in a mirror. Watch for long and short syllables. Practice with the controls and develop a timing that looks and sounds natural. Avoid using a sing-song rhythm. I need to respond naturally. Avoid talking too slowly. Practice to coordinate my mouth movements with what I am saying. By mastering the controls and the sequencing movements in a natural, logical way and coordinating my voice with my mouth movements, you will be able to give me a life of my own. Before continuing with this videotape, you should go back and practice the basic functions, the sequences of movement, and coordinating my voice to my mouth until you are comfortable in each of these areas. You may stop the tape now. Hey, Looney Bird, why don't we take a break? Bye-bye. Catch you later. Okay, now that you've mastered my controls to some degree, let's talk about the quality of my interaction. First, my movements have to be realistic and have a purpose, as well as being fluid and natural. Next, my personality has to be in sync with my programmed character, and the content of my verbiage, that means what I say, has to maintain my image. And lastly, to keep me looking and sounding the best, I need to be properly maintained like doing my VCR adjustment every week. And my costume needs to look its best. And don't forget my eyes. Now let me tell you a little about myself. Okay, I was born on March 3rd, 1980. That makes me about, 4 years old. Today, yeah. And I was born in the back hills of Tennessee. That's bear country, don't you know? And I was an only child, cub, that is. And gosh, well, I didn't write this part, but they say I'm lovable, I'm shy, and I'm so cute, too. Yeah. And when I grow up, I want to go to the University of Alabama. Yeah, I want to play football for Bear Bryant. Okay, let's see. What else should I talk about? Hobbies. Yeah, I like to sing and play music, and I like to eat pizza and honey and berries, and gosh, well, if I can't play for Bear Bryant, I want to grow up and be just like my hero, Smokey the Bear. Yeah. And, you know, if he were here, I'd sing my favorite song for him, Thank God for Kids. And, well, speaking of kids, my favorite story? My favorite story is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yeah, but I'm also really fond of the book Winnie the Pooh. And my favorite color? Well, I think that's pretty obvious. My favorite color is brown. Brown bear, don't you know? That's kind of a joke. And I like to watch Gentle Ben on TV. And my favorite athlete, that's Yogi Berra. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, I like to play checkers. I wanna play ball with the Bears. When I'm listening to my stereo at home, I like to listen to Bobby Bear and eat some gummy bears as a snack. Yeah. Well, gosh, I gave you an awful lot there, but it's best if you know your character. That way you won't get caught short, if you know what I mean. Well, howdy, everybody. How y'all doing now? We got lots of different openers we can use, and I guess I'll just take a minute here to talk about a few of them. Well, one of my favorites is to come out and find a birthday party. Yeah, and you could single out the birthday person, or I know, you could talk to a soccer team. We've had lots of soccer teams in our store lately. Or you could find schools, like private schools, they all wear the same outfit. If you ever find a group all wearing the same outfit, that's a sure indication. Okay, some other things I like to do is I like to talk to Dave. He's our backstage man. Now, Dave never talks or anything, but he does things like open our curtains, turn on our lights, turns on our amplifiers. Sometimes I try to play a song like this, and I can't sing. And I go, "Hey, Dave, what'd you turn off my amplifier for?" And sometimes he plays tricks, like he won't open your curtain, or he'll open your curtain and not turn your lights on. Well, when the people hear you talking to him, that's when they start to get interested. Or another thing I like to do is, well, I'll practice a song or a joke backstage. Yeah, before I open my curtain or anything. And then when I open it, the audience knows what's going on. But I don't know. So it's like I practice a joke, like, why did the chicken cross the road? Well, the answer is to get to ShowBiz Pizza Place. But when I come out and say that, they know the answer. And, well, that just leads to all kinds of interaction between them and me. We have some other ways. Well, the store should have some little recognition cards. Yeah, where Mom or Dad writes down the kid's name. And they give that to the operator up in the control booth. And he can say, "Hey, Jimmy Johnson, come on down. You're the next guest on Talk to Billy Bob." And, well, you can talk to Jimmy Johnson, or after that, well, the sky's the limit. There's just all kinds of things you can do. Or you can tell a story like Goldilocks, the famous dragon slayer, and the Three Bears. Yeah. But before you do, you gotta say, I'm gonna tell you a story now, but if I make a mistake, let me know, 'cause I don't know this one too well. Okay? Well, those are just some of the different openings, and, well, there's just so much more you can do. It's incredible.